Good afternoon, and welcome to Veronica Jenkins Online Psychic Mediums. And I shall just wait for the audience to start to grow, people start to come on. And if you're regular, I've come here most Tuesdays. Hi there, so welcome. So I know we are going live, and someone has just joined us. So welcome. I'm Anita Panayiotis, psychic medium and animal communicator. And this afternoon, I shall be here to do some psychic readings, intuitive, also and communication readings as well as we go along the next hour. So as you start to come on, please let me know you are there. So I work very much myself with an energy of your name and hi there, Facebook users. So welcome to you. So nice to see Facebook users coming on. And if you are Facebook, hi there, Nicola. If you are a Facebook user, if you don't mind just putting your name, your first name into the chat you're using where you're saying hello or hi, because I very much do work with the essence of your name as I start to work with people. So you start coming on, let me know how you are, let me know what sort of day you've had, let me know also which part of the world you are. So Christine here, obviously you are somewhere probably in the States, I'm imagining, because it's afternoon. It was afternoon, or are you still in the UK? Because at 5 p.m. is still really afternoon, even though it's getting dark. But it always feels, when it's dark, it always feels it's getting late. It's late too early. So hi there, Nicola, welcome to you, and welcome here to Chrissy. Hi there, Chrissy. And I recognise your name, so I do know you are a regular using this group here, which is great. So if you're a regular user, welcome back. And if you're new to the group, please let me know. And it's welcome to the group. And as I start coming on here, I'm going to start doing some readings for you. If you want me to work with someone in spirit, you can just let me know in the chat box there. Whether I'm working spiritually or psychically, it's always good to let you have your feedback in the chat box, because your feedback, just like our communication, helps the link to be stronger, for myself with you, and also for the spirit side of life as well, if we go to the spirit side of life. So if I am working with animals for you, I work both with animals in the spirit side of life and also to animals that are in the physical body. So if, literally in your chat box there, if you'd like me to connect with an animal for you, just put down here your animal's name, dog in spirit, dog in heaven, cat in the physical body, and ideally their name. And then I can start working. And with that, I'm going to start working here, because as your names start popping up, I get very drawn to your different names coming in here and saying, please do put your name, your first name, into the chat box. And I'm being drawn here to Chrissy with your dog, little dog in spirit, I want to say. Okay, so your dog in heaven for you, Chrissy. And just sort of feel the presence of your dog as it comes through here. Now, no, it's just the first thing I want to say to you, as I feel here, Chrissy, for you. You're coming in on YouTube, so it's great to see you on YouTube. And again, so please use the chat box, give some feedback, because it just helps to keep the connection stronger as I work with any of you as you come in here this afternoon. So your dog, Chrissy, as your dog comes in here, your dog makes me aware, which is quite nice actually. Your dog feels very vocal, and I like when I say vocal, it feels in a nice way. I want to say to you, okay, I'm having a good evening, thank you. So I know your dog, one of these animals that actually like talks to you as they're barking, and just very, I'll call it chit chat rather than barking. And just let me hear now they're talking with you and talking to you. And your little dog here loves to be involved in everything that you do. When I say little, I always feel, for some reason, when I say little, I was quite often a big dog. So, because I see these big animals here that have such a gentle soul about them, a gentle sort of demeanor about them. This is what I feel I want to say to you about your dog. I want to say to you, okay, they come here just sort of that lovely soul. I want to say to you, okay, and again here, that the vocalness here, just speaking with you, talking with you, I want to say to you, and it's almost like they could understand every word you're saying to them, and likewise back to you. Now, what they're making me, their presence is making me feel, some animals can be quite laid back, and they feel here quite impatient, I'm going to say to you, okay? So a dog that knows its own mind when it was down here, and a dog that sort of, I don't want to say likes to get its own way, but very much here knows its own mind. And almost like showing me, I feel here, especially when it comes to dinner time and dinner time and going out time, they can almost tell the clock, literally put the time of the clock. I'm looking at the clock and I can tell the time I'm having my food and getting quite impatient, I want to say to you if it's not on time, is what I want to say to you, okay? And I want to say to you here, I want to say to you here that can understand. Oh, fantastic! I understand English very well. And this is interesting because as a like animal communicator, people say to me about do animals understand French, they understand German, they speak Portuguese, whatever language it may be. But it's almost like animal communication is very much a language of words and feelings. I'm going to say to you, thoughts and feelings. So I know here it doesn't matter what language we're speaking, they understand. But I know here I'm looking at my, I'm looking at the time. It's like it's dinner time. I also feel, I want to say to you, Chrissy. So I also feel there feels to be a cat in the spirit side of life as well, not just a cat down here waiting. I've got a cat also up there that they show me being around. I want to say to you, okay, and all is well. I want to say to them. So I know here your dog would have passed with an illness here, and I'm just feeling here now all is well, all is well. And I feel very happy with where they are now and cared for. And it feels, I want to say to you, your dog, for some reason, is showing me, and I've not got a kitten in spirit, but I'm seeing me show a kitten. So I know your dog would have liked cats, would get on well with cats. I want to say, okay, four cats in spirit, maybe more. I am seeing cats up there, and what I'm being shown. So I don't know if there was a very small petite cat in spirits, because I want to look like a little kitty, like a little cat. Is what I'm being shown. A small cat, and I know it's up there with your dog, just sort of being, he likes the dogs, he likes the cats. Your dog likes the cats as well. Phil's a lovely boy. I want to say to you, okay, and they're fine, they're okay. So I shall leave their love with you, okay, Chrissy, and have a lovely afternoon to you. And I also want to say to you, there's a message here for you from your dog. I feel here, I want to say to you that you are doing great work. So what I feel this comes in for, so you're obviously doing something down here, you're doing great, and I feel it's to do with animals as well down here. You're doing great work, so keep up. Your dog is saying to keep up the work that you are doing. Our little kitty, I do, because I just see this little cat on the stage, okay, little kitty up there. But I know here, literally, your dog is showing me looking after and nurturing on the stage, okay. So no, all is well there for you, Chrissy. Good evening, just starting to come on here. So some names I don't think I've seen you before, Wayne. So welcome to you, Wayne, this evening, and welcome to you, Samantha, as well, and Donna Roy. So I recognise your name, Donna. So welcome to you this evening. I'm going to pull a few cards and see who I'm drawn to pull a card for next. I'm going to be drawn to use the Soul's Journey cards. I do like these cards. I'll be drawn to these. And welcome to the Facebook users that are coming on. If you don't mind, could you please just put your first name in the chat box, because I very much work by the essence of your name. If I've got several Facebook users in here, I'm not sure who I am with. So just put your name there and all will be fine for me to connect with you. Again, also as I come to you, please put your feedback back in the chat box, because it helps me to strengthen my connection with you as I work with you. And Wayne, I am very drawn to put a card for you this evening, Wayne. So right, so again here, Wayne, I'll put a card for you. It's about what your soul wants you to know right now. And our souls, our higher selves always know the path, always know the truth. But do our human always want to listen? But if you're like myself, no. So we need cards to help support. Now I pulled a soul card for you, and the word I want to give you here, which may seem a little bit, the word is guilt. And I feel here, not because you necessarily have anything to feel guilty about, but sometimes I think all of us can harbour these feelings of guilt in ourselves in some way, shape or form. Guilt, we should have done this, you should have done it sooner. Guilt, we should do it this way. Guilt, we should have done it this way. And I feel the strapline here for you, Wayne, is that you release any beliefs that no longer assist you in your soul's growth. So I feel for you, Wayne, this is very much about your spiritual journey, I want to say, okay? And we are all at some point in our lives on that spirit, whatever we believe in our belief system is, we are all on this soul growth, this soul path, this soul journey. And I feel here for you, Wayne, this is very much here about your own soul's growth. And I feel here, so where I want to bring the word guilt in for you here is sometimes you may you be guilty of thinking things through too much, questioning things through too much. And when we overthink, over question, it can sometimes leave us sort of stuck in one particular place, one's particular mindset, I want to say here with you, Wayne. So I feel very much here it's about you assessing in yourself what no longer serves you well for your own your own soul growth, your own soul purpose. Because I feel here it's like there's that area in you now looking around you. Do I do this? Do I do this? Do I go here? Do I do there? And again, it's like letting, and don't feel guilty, because sometimes we have to let things go in our life to be able to move forward. Hi there, Wayne. It's about letting certain things go in our life, not necessarily like relationships or work, but just with aspects around you where I feel I want to sort of move you forward, push you forward regarding your soul work, your soul journey, your soul belief. And sometimes it can be here just that external chitter chat of other people that sometimes doubts our own purpose in going forward on a stage, okay, of that spiritual road you are on. So your soul growth is let go of any feelings of feeling guilty about not doing things a particular certain way, because everything does come to us at the right time, and it's knowing when to let go, I want to say to you. So I hope, Wayne, that helps you regarding your own soul growth. I want to say to you, okay, your soul guidance here is let go of those feelings that you no longer serve you, move forward, and don't listen too much out here to other people maybe saying to you at this time. I want to say to you, okay. So let me feel here. Your message is like, come on. So good evening to you here. So it's lovely to see you here. And I'm going to pull. And so if you are right, I'm going to card for Jerry. So I'm going to pull a card for Jerry. So Facebook user, and I'm going to pull a card for you, Jerry. Where's my cards here? I want to actually go to my tarot cards for you. So I'll be some cards out, and I shall start to shuffle for you. Now, I love oracle cards, and they also all have their message in their own unique way of sort of giving us guidance that we may sometimes sort of know ourselves from a higher self, but we don't always want to tap into because we don't trust ourselves sometimes. So I feel here, I know it's okay, you can, yeah, I know it is. Wayne, I could pick that up on you on your spiritual path. I want to say to you, I feel you've got a very good spiritual path ahead of you. There's lots of room for growth, lots of room for movement. And I just feel here sometimes with our spiritual work, we hang on to things, old people, sometimes old people's beliefs, other people's ways of doing things, and just let go of those aspects. And I feel here, where I feel you may struggle, Wayne, especially, is sometimes we feel guilty putting, when I say ourselves, our work first. And it's important, I want to say to you, so don't feel guilty when there's times you might have to say to somebody, no, sorry, I can't do that because, and go forward with your spiritual work. Even if you're just sitting for 10 minutes to do meditation, don't feel guilty finding the time to carry on that work, that path, because I know here, Wayne, it's a good path for you. And it's been sometimes it's just hard for us to, everyday life circumstances get in the way. Don't feel guilty making time out for your own journey, because it's important. Your own journey is very, very important. So Jerry, a card for you. So just as I was talking to Wayne here, I've just put a nice card for you here, for you, Jerry. And this is the Ace of Cauldrons, the Ace of Cups. It's all about it's against, it works on an emotional level here for you. And I feel this is like, well, I feel more here with you. It feels like, I want to say to you, when I say an emotional time, it feels a nice time emotionally, I want to say to you. Okay, so like, and I feel here, what I'm very much drawn to, I pull this card here for you. It feels very significant, I want to say, as we go like into, like, I know we're now into February, March, April. I feel these months feel quite important, I want to say, around you. Where I feel this is like more, I want to go from the spirit side of life here, where I feel there's a number of people that gather for you, that their birthdays and their passes are poignant around you, I want to say to you, okay? And I also feel here, I do know this, I want to say right now, and I feel I do very strongly feel we'll have mother and father here for you, Jerry, this afternoon. And it feels here, again, it's against that emotional, that heart space card here, where I feel that you've been sending thoughts up, talking about them, and just talking, not just in your mind here, but talking to the family about, nan and granddad, and would have done this, and those aspects I want to say to you, okay? And I also feel here, again, I just feel here very, your mum and dad here. Now I do know this aspect. They just show me they get on well together, I want to say to you, okay? So from being together, they get on well together here. A big thing about, I want to say to you, celebrating and rejoicing, I want to say to you, okay? I don't know if this would have been someone a special, as I'm looking at a special date, a special birthday, as in, I don't know if it's like a 90s, it feels like a significant birthday date I am looking at, I want to say to you, okay? That was when they both passed. Well, what they're showing me, again, it's like I want to be dancing, I want to be dancing, I want to be rejoicing. And I feel here, like, life for everybody have their ups and their downs. For all of us, that's the fact of life. But I feel here both your parents are people that try to make the most of life. Now, whatever's taking place around, I want to say to you, they will make the most of what is taking place in situations, and about very much about it, rejoicing, enjoying. I want to say to you, enjoying life as they come through here for you. I'm also being shown, this is quite interesting. Now, I don't know if I do feel this is your father. I'm looking at, I don't know if it's like a big trophy or like a shield of honor. I'm looking at like a big, I want a presentation of a shield, a cup, something I'm going to be giving over to you on a stage. Okay, I feel more of a cup, if I'm honest, than a shield. And I don't know if someone still has this anymore. I don't necessarily feel they do have, but I feel very proud. I want to say to you of this aspect. I also, as I feel your father here, and he does take me here to, I want to say to your brother. I want to say, I know there's an extended family here. I want to say, but also feel your father's makes me very aware. Your mum and dad are both lovely, but your dad does like a chat, which is great because your mum is there and she's like cheering him on as she comes through here. But I'm seeing here with your dad, I know your father, there's a very large family on the stage. Okay, from so dad's got a lot of family spirits of life that make him very aware of. And again, he just shows me the aspect on stage to you, like again as well here before your dad passes. I want to come through a lot of love from both mum and dad. But I feel here with your father, again, emotional card, the ace of cups here. It's like I feel there was things that your dad didn't quite get to. One of eight, always a big family. What? I know your dad, there's things your dad, again, is not a man who would say the words I love you, but shows it in other ways. But I feel here with him as he's coming through here for you now, it's just that love that comes through on the stage, okay, and massively comes through. But I know here, down here, before he passes, it feels like he didn't get to see everybody. I want to say to you that he would have liked to have said goodbye to, even though I've been there some time now. I just know that feeling of a crossover. There were some words I didn't get to say to some people before I cross over, is what it's making me feel. So I hope, Jerry, have a lovely afternoon. I just know your parents are there, both there with you, and just showing themselves dancing. And I know your mum especially, very glamorous lady. She showed me getting herself in her dress here, all dressed, ready to go. She's saying to me, ready to go. And another thing with your mum, one last little thing for your mum. Your mum doesn't look particularly tall, but she loves to wear heels. I want to say she showed me herself wearing heels, high heels. And it's like, you're not going to get her out of her. you're not getting her heels off her. She's telling me, because she loves her heels. So lots of love from your parents there. Right, I'm going to shuffle my cards here and let me see who I am drawn to next. Right, I'm going to pull a card next for, so it's lovely all coming on and lovely all here this afternoon. What I'd like to say to you is I do look back at the messages afterwards to see who's been on, because Facebook don't get to see everybody all of the time. So if I do miss you out, I'm sorry about that, but I do have a little look back later. Now I'm being drawn here to Christine Davis. I want to pull a card for the lovely Christine. I can see your image there of your face here, and I'm going to pull a card for you. And if I do come to you, it'd be great if you can just sort of keep the flow going, so to speak, because just the feedback in the chat box here, but it does help me to strengthen the connection as I work with you, either it's psychically or if it's spiritually. Right, now, lovely card here for you. So I feel, Christine, I want to pull a soul card for you, but I also actually want to pull two cards for you, Christine. So the first card I pulled for you is a soul card, and the word there for you, the word your soul wants you to resonate with you this afternoon is success. And the strapline is, I know that there is no greater goal than to love, which I think is a lovely words to be given to you. And I feel here that feels very relevant. I feel as I give that card to you, Christine, because I feel here for you. You feel a person, I want to say to you, who does have a lot of love to give yourself. Very much here, I want to say to you that empath is what I'm very much getting around for you. Now, and again, I pulled a tarot card for you as well, and it is actually the Wheel of Fortune, which for me is about what goes around comes around. And again, so I think it's a nice, these two cards sit nicely together, because I feel here, you know, if we think about what goes around, what comes around, so what we put out there, it comes back to us in abundance, you know. So be it good things, be it not so nice things, it's about being abundant, I'm going to say to you. And I feel here, so very much here, I feel about you, Christine. I feel here you are a person of great love, great compassion, great empathy, and you are a big giver, I want to say to you. And I'm not talking here about giving of money, material aspects, but you'll give, and you're someone, if you know the last penny in your pocket, if someone needed it more than you'll be giving it to them, I want to say to you, okay. And I also feel, what I feel more as I feel into this wheel of fortune that comes here with you, I do feel that that it's important, like for you, the people that are in your life, I'm looking more at quality, so quality of people, than I am of the quantity of people. You know, less is better, to have good people around you. And I feel here that over the time you have lost a lot of good people around you. But I also feel as well, I feel a little bit here, and this is where I want to go with the wheel of fortune. I do feel you have been mistreated, I want to say to you, some used, I want to say to you, in some aspects here. And just know, I will say to you, that that in good time it will come back to them. In good time it will come back to, I want to say to you, okay. So it's a case of here, just sit, be still, and you know, the universe takes care of what needs to be taken care of, I want to say to you, okay. But just be mindful of, I want to say, your own resources. It's your own energetic resources, of not overly giving, I want to say to you, okay, and who you have got in your life. It's the quality that is far more important than saying I've got, like, yes, it's the quality is all I want to say to you, okay. And it feels here, I know over the period of time, people have fallen away, people have moved away, gone away, and just come out of your lifetime, and it feels appropriate, I want to say to you, okay. And just know here, you know, if all of us at some point, and I don't mean necessarily intimate relationships here, we can be hurt in many ways. Hurt friends can hurt us, you know, work colleagues can hurt us. But I know here that, you know, don't let people who have hurt you in that way destroy your love, I want to say, because you have a big compassion of love, of helping others. Don't let that be destroyed, which I know it hasn't, but know their time will come as well. I want to say to you, but I feel that wheel of fortune comes round, and no, I actually feel, I want to say to you, for you, Christine, you actually feel to be blessed with, because I just feel here you are, the people who come into your life, I want to say to you, are so important, and you know how to look after those people, and you do very much so. And very much, I want to say again here, I don't feel that I'm looking at as a female down here, because much I don't think it's your sister, but I feel it's like a relationship that's like a sister. That's a great bond. You're doing a lot of loving and caring for, and that's, like, I know it's not going unnoticed of what you do, I want to say to you, Christine. So enjoy the success of the good friendships that you have, because there are good people around you, and that's what's important. So I hope, Christine, that helps you. Right, so I'm just here. I shall if you're coming on, just coming on now and didn't see me before I started, I also do your best friend. Yeah, she feels like a sister. I know she might be a blood relative, but she feels much here that type of friendship that feels like a sister. You know, sisters of our choosing, because and she feels a good friend, and that's where I feel blessed with your success in that. And over 40 years, that's a long time, I want to say, okay, and it feels a very good friendship. So now, as you're coming on, if you're not seeing me when I first started, I also do animal communication readings. If you'd like an animal communication reading, you just put the name of your animal in the chat box below there, their pet name, whether it's a dog, a dog, a cat, a snake, and if they're in the spirit side of life or they're still here. And I can thank you, Christine, for being a regular and coming back. And it's nice to have you here. I see you of a Tuesday evening. So let's see who I am drawn to next. Right. So I'm going to come to so some names I'm not recognised. Don't remember you from before. So I'm going to come to. Is it Nicola? I don't think I've read for you, Nicola, before, I want to say to you. So I'm going to pull a card for you, Nicola, okay? And I'm going to be, for some reason, I'm also drawn to use my tarot for you, Nicola. So if I have read for you before, you haven't got to say yes or no, just put a thumbs up. But I do tend to remember people's names for some reason. So it's nice that I don't recognise you. So it's nice to have someone here that I don't always recognise all the names. And Beth, hi Beth, I don't recognise you either. So some new people join us tonight, which is great, which is lovely. And I was saying as well, I don't get around to reading for all of you, but I always like to read messages back afterwards. So thank you for your support while I'm here this afternoon. So, Nicola, let's pull a card for you. Okay, and as I talk, I like to shuffle and just put my energy into the card I'm dealing for you. And a nice card here for you, Nicola. So I have here for you, this is the Empress, and this is all about nurture, I want to say to you, okay? Nurture and fertility. So I'm not going to say here you're going to have a baby, because it's not about that type of fertility here. But it's very much here a very spiritual card as well. I want to say to you, Nicola, okay? And I feel here this card comes here from you. It's like we're going now towards, you know, the nights are getting sort of slightly shorter, the days are getting longer, and we're looking more towards the spring time of year here. And I feel very much here I want to bring the word fertility in for you, because I feel with you, Nicola, there's lots of like little bubblings away of fresh ideas, you know, things you want to be doing, things you may be planning, sort of fancy, well, fancy doing this, or fancy doing that, and something like it's like you like a few things can come at the same time that you're sort of planning on doing and thinking about doing. Contemplation, I would say to you, okay? So I feel as we go into we're into February now, but still want to stay in February with you. And it feels I want to say to you for you here, you have, and I didn't think I recognised your name, Nicola, so it's nice to sort of have someone new. But I feel here for you, you feel very much a kind person. That nurturing aspect comes in around you. So I feel you're someone here, you know, you're very much here, like you're a gentle leader. You help people, you support people, you nurture people. And you're a great one to say to you. I'm not putting you in a class environment here, but I know you're someone who helps people to grow, to expand, to learn. And it comes in here with you, just that gentle nature that comes in here with you. But more, I want to say for you, this card is about, I feel there's you've got plans that you're sort of thinking about doing. And I, again, here, and they come into fruition for you. Start putting them into place, because I feel like I've got a bit of a jigsaw puzzle in front of you, and it's like just a few last pieces to put into place for you to move forward, to bring these plans into action. Because I feel, here we go, say more towards the end of February, it's a good period for you, this card here, for you to putting things into action that you're thinking about, considering and doing. I want to say to you, Nicola, good energy for you regarding that. And I just, again, here I feel so there's lots of and as you move forward, it's that nurturing energy that comes with it. I want to say, just sort of guiding people, just guiding, be that guide, be that light. But again, it's that new ideas bubbling away for you, ideas you're thinking about planning. So again, if you need to maybe write some things down sometime to get a bit more clarity on where you're focusing your energy, your attention, I would suggest you do that, because I just feel there's lots of things, little plans bubbling away, and they're not come fully to your mind yet. Do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? But I know there's ideas there bubbling away, and you're sort of thinking about it, mulling it over, so to speak. So I've just put a few things down and literally start to put them in action towards the end of probably about the third week of February. I'm being made aware of. So I hope that helps you. Right, so I have just going to come here to Facebook user with a little dog called Ted. So hi there, if you can. Thank you. Oh, yes. Yeah, definitely, Nicola. I can. Yeah, 100%. I'll say to Nicola. What I feel is, but about the third week of February, did she have some plans? Or I have some plans, because I know it's all sitting here bubbling away, bubbling away, bubbling away. We start thinking about things, and then we sort of get tired, watch telly, and put it to one side. But start to give it some serious consideration of how, because I feel here it feels good for you. Third week in Feb, it feels to be starting to come a lot clearer where you want to take it. And 100% yes to what you said with the spiritual work. 100% I'm going to say to you, okay, completely. But it's just about getting that plan in your mind of how to get it started. So hi there to Facebook user with your little Ted. Right, so now I know it obviously is here. Is there anything specific you'd like me to check in with Ted for you? Because with animal communication, it is a three-way conversation. So if you've got something you're concerned about, worried about with Ted, I can then check in with Ted, come back to you. So if you are able to, your Facebook user, if you had to put your question there regarding Ted, I can then nip in 100% and get clarification for what you may be wanting to know. In the meantime, I'll just chat with Ted and see what Ted has to say to you. And the first thing I feel here with Ted, I just feel I'm looking at Ted. As I look at Ted, I just looking through his eyes to start off with, as he comes closer to me. And what he's making me feel is, so again, I know I've got dogs, so I understand dogs quite well. He doesn't want to approach me too quickly. Right? So he's a little bit cautious of who are you, I want to say to you, okay? You want to know if he's in pain. Okay, hi there, Jill. Right? Because what I see, first of all, there's that cautiousness about him, as like, so some dogs, they come bouncing over, I want to be all over you. He's more like just looking at me, he's taking his time. And the first thing I tapped into, so I'm regarding your question, asking pain, I was very drawn to his stomach area. I'm going to say, I'm sort of taking it down to his stomach area. So I don't know if he's big enough to be picked up, but I just feel here I don't want to be stomach area. That's what is making me aware on the first aspect here. Regarding the pain, I'm going to come back to him, and I would suggest here, I do feel, I don't know if it's, let me just feel here. I do feel there's an element, I will be honest with you, Jill, of discomfort with him. All right. He doesn't feel to be in like, if I go say 1, as I can say, so from pain point of view, I'm going to say, Jill, I'm going to go from say 1 to 10. To ask him where on that scale is it 1 to 10, okay? And he's just, and I'm saying 1 to 10 in my mind here to him, and he's given me a number 3, all right? So on a scale of 1 to 10, it's a number 3. So he's in a little bit of, I would say, a little bit of discomfort. It's not excruciating pain. I know that aspect. Sometimes give me his feelings here. I want to say to him, I don't want to be alone, but I want to be left alone, is what he's saying to me, okay? I want to be left. He doesn't like to feel the cold weather as well, okay? So again, it's like, it just means I know he sometimes the cold gets into his bones. I also feel for you, Jill, he does feel to be on some sort of medication, which is making me feel it does work. All right, so he's on some medication here. It does feel to be working for him, okay? I know he's making me feel here, he feels very, he knows he's well loved, I want to say to you, he knows that. And I just feel here, even though, you know, he's been with you some time, and you said here, he's the rescue animal, and I know he's well loved. Sometimes he gets a little bit like anxious, I want to say to you, and I just feel here he doesn't, I can feel he don't like the cold, and I know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I know he's indoors, I know it's not cold in your place, I can feel that, but I just know here it's, you know, when we're getting a bit frailer, it gets through to his bones, is what he's making me aware of. And I also feel in his hair, I know there's a particular spot he's showing me, he likes to lie down, all right, and that's where he's quite happy with his little spot there. And I don't know if you move it, what he's showing me, if you move his little bed where he lays around a bit to clear up, tidy up, he likes his spot, and he likes his spot. So wherever his spot is, let him have his little spot, because that's the spot he likes to be on, I'm going to say to you. Now, and again here with him, I know I'm asking him right now if there is a way that he could have his life be made better, I want to say to you, okay? And the only thing he's given me here, because I feel he's well looked after, I want to say to you, okay, and well loved, and I will say to you, now he's not a lover. For 2 things he's saying here, so I don't know what I'm looking at, like cold food, so if it's too cold, and also look at his teeth a little bit here. I feel that again, like some of it's crunchy food. I'm crunching stuff. It feels to stick between some of his teeth, which he doesn't also like, I want to say to you, okay? So if what I'm being shown, if his water's cold, you don't like it too cold, and I know sometimes I feel some biscuit aspect that I don't like it. I feel sticking my teeth. So again, a little bit of dental issue going on, but he don't want his teeth cleaned. I've asked him that as well. I don't want his teeth cleaned. He's okay, all right. He's okay. He's fine. He's giving me this feeling, and he's giving this feeling to give to you, which happens to a lot of people. Like they think years ago that program, grumpy. He feels a bit grumpy old man sometimes. Is what he's saying, but he's happy. All right, he's happy, and there is a little bit of say element of that. And where his pain feels more aware of it is when he is laid down for a while, sat down for a while, and he gets up. That's what I want to say to you here. He feels his discomfort and those aspects. All right. And if you're not doing this already, Jill, what he's showing me is here. I know, because I want to go to. I think it's more towards the back hip here. He likes it to be rubbed, like a little bit of this. It's showing me that he enjoys that. I want to say to you, okay. He's happy, all right. And he actually want to say to you, he does feel, he feels he's landed on his feet when he came to you and the family. All right. So you've done a lovely job, and he's a very happy boy. So Jill, I hope that gives you a little bit of insight to how he is feeling, I want to say to you. And again, I always say to anyone, if they're really concerned, obviously your vet to nip them along to, because that's what I feel. Okay. I don't feel nice to go to the vet. I don't feel that for you, Jill, but I just feel if you are concerned, obviously do take him along there. Right. So let me feel who I am drawn to next. So I'm going to come to now. Hi there, Tammy. I don't recognise Tammy Finch Gaynard, so I don't recognise you. So welcome this afternoon to Veronica Jenkins Online Psychic Mediums. And I just read it. He damaged his back leg. All you got to do, I will come to you, Tammy, just bear with 1 second. I want to say to Jill before she goes, literally, he's showing me here. I want to, that's the hip joint, just like not hard, but just gently massage. It's more the muscle tissue around there that helps him when you're doing that for him, is what's making me aware of. All right. So it just gives a little bit of comfort to that. So, right. Tammy. Now let me see here. You would like Mini Read to read your question here. Maybe a pair. You maybe okay, grandfather. That's absolutely fine. So we just see here we can tap into your grandfather. Now I have to say, I just by surname grandfather, I want to say to you, so I just evoke him to come forward and step forth with us. I want to say to you here, and I say your name to him as well. And he does come forward, I want to say to you. And the first thing I feel with him, he does feel, not to be generic here, but I do feel he feels a very lovely man. I want to say to you, for you, Tammy, okay. And I know it's like I'm looking with him. It's like I'm looking through his eyes at children. So I know your grandfather's a man that is like, I would say that the bewilderment of children, just seeing children, the innocence and playing, all that aspect, he loved to watch that. I want to say to you, okay, just watching, the children play gives him a great satisfaction. I want to say to you. I also feel he feels very proud. I want to say to you to have sat with you. So he's done some babysitting when he was younger, but he just showed me here, like caring for you and looking after you. What he's making me aware. I want to say to you, okay. And I feel he's showing me here. So I know you're being quite small here, because like he's taking you. I feel like I'm going for a walk here, and he's showing me here you holding your hand. I want to say to you, as you take him, he takes you out for a walk, is what he's making me aware. I want to say to you, okay. He's also showing me here, so I know, like your granddad is someone here. He's showing me, like, again, as a little girl here, because I feel what he's showing me. So this is a photograph or a memory that he's given me. There's a particular very nice. It's not a full length dress. It's like a party dress, a very pretty little girl's dress that comes down to your knees, and what he's showing me out here. So obviously I don't know if he was bridesmaid here or something, but it's the sort of dress I'm looking at. He's showing me, and the sash that we have on here, and these are memories here for him. I want to say to you, okay. Now he mentions, I know this is your paternal grandfather, but I feel it's here. I'm being made aware of your mother as well, okay. So I feel here I feel here with him. I know there's a liking of your mum as he comes through here for. He's mentioning your mother to me, is what he's saying to me, okay. I feel again with your grandfather, there feels like birthdays he's making, and not these. He's saying to me, not that he would have been one to remember the birthdays necessarily when he was down here, but I remember there's certain birthdays that he remembers, because there feels to be a couple of birthdays that feel very close together. I'm going to say to you, okay, so he's putting his birthday to me, that feel very close together, is what he's saying to me. Now I also feel here with him. Now he's showing me, I don't know, is there someone in your family who plays a musical instrument? Because I'm looking at a musical instrument he takes me to, and I'm trying to see, it does feel more, it doesn't look like a guitar, but it's like a stringed instrument that she's showing me. I'll say to you, okay. And as I feel that, I don't know if someone in your family actually plays, I'm seeing like a violin type here, stringed instrument that he actually shows me, okay. And I also know of him here, it's like your grandfather feels to be a man. I know he would have had a man of belief and faith, I want to say to you, okay. So I'm not necessarily I'm going to church regularly or a place of worship, but I know it's something your grandfather does believe in massively, I want to say to you, okay. And he's also given me this for you, Tammy. So I don't know if this is more, as I look at you now here, it's like this feels someone, if you're quite a creative person yourself, I've got this artistry that is showing me around you, I want to say to you, okay, which feels quite, it just is pointing out to me, I want to say to you, like a gift that I would say someone, a gift we never knew we had, is what is making me aware, I want to say to you, okay. Now he comes here, he does feel to be over there a while now, I want to say to you, and it feels like with him up there, yeah. I know for him, and again, what he's just showing me, it's like I want to look at the night sky. So as I look at the night sky, what I'm seeing is here, your grandfather's not doing astrology or anything like that, because I feel like there's something he's taking me to look at the sky. Now, when I look at the sky, because there's something about, I'm looking at the night sky. You see why show me the night sky. Now, I don't know if night sky. I just want to see why he's showing me the night sky, because I know it's not to do with the stars in the sky. It's something else here that I'm looking at. I don't know if your grandfather again, I know it's very fashionable there to be working with the moon, but I feel something about your father looking at the cycles of the moon, more to do with the land, I want to say. I don't know if it's to do with to do growing aspects. There's something more that he's showing me regarding that. I want to say to you, Tammy, okay? And lots of love for you from your grandfather. And I also know here again is a big, I'm going back to music again, I want to say to you, because I feel this is love of music from your grandfather. I want to say here, love of music, and I can hear the particular old, I don't know if it's a swinger type music I'm hearing here, but I just know that I'm hearing this music that he very much here loves to hear music. I want to say to you, okay, around your family. So lots of love here from your grandfather. I want to say to you, okay, and I just know he feels a very, very lovely man, I want to say to you, okay? And he feels to be quite near to your father for some reason at the moment. So I don't know if Dad is in need of him, but he just feels here around father at the moment, I want to say to you, okay? So lots of love for him, all right, for you. And I feel again here, like again for you, you're making me feel, you feel very, and when I say duty bound, I know you're someone who does a lot for the family down here now. It's like you've taken responsibility for people down here, and you feel very tied to your duties. Not tied, that's the wrong word, but you're very dutiful and do the things for the family down here, and keep a lot of the memories and the family sort of traditions alive. Is what's making me aware of, okay? And lots of love from him, I want to say to you. And I don't know why, I'm going to just give this to you. Because it just popped into my waist, and maybe for someone else, it may not be for you, but I shall give it to you anyway. What I want to say that it's just for some reason, I don't know if it's given me I've been taken to Germany, right? So I don't know if there's some connection with your family. I want to say to you, or there's something about Germany he's just given me, I want to say to you, okay? So if there's some connection there, I'm even going ancestral here, looking at DNA, but it's just giving me that to round off your reading with. So something you to consider and think about. It was making me laugh. So there's something along the line here. Well, what resonates with your family with Germany is what's making me aware of, I want to say to you, okay? So I hope that helps you. So let's see here. Oh, bless you. Thank you very much, Tammy. It's lovely to have the feedback. It helps to keep the connection stronger for me when I'm working with someone from the spirit side, and also for yourself if I am working psychically for you. So let me just see here. I'm gonna come here to Facebook user because I've got a curious question I'm trying to raise. So just bear with me. And this is a Facebook user, and you went to Queen Mary. So let me see here. This one and. Right, let me just see. So I'm drawn to you. I have to say to you. So I don't know what your name is, but I'm drawn to you anyway. Because your question is actually is curious to me. So that's what's drawn me in. So your spirit talk app kept saying your grandpa passed. Where was there? Oh, okay, right. It's a great question. Right, let's just fill into that for you. I want to say to you, okay. Let me just see. Right, I love the word ghost hunting because it isn't really. We always think of ghost hunting as being spooky, but we aren't really ghost hunting because hi there, Jennifer, because the spirit is around us anyway all of the time. Now, and the voice at the box. Do you know what I'm going to say? Can't really truly validate it for you, Jennifer, but I actually feel your grandfather was there. I'm going to be honest, I actually feel he was there. I get the feeling here now. Again, I do feel now. I don't know what his name. I don't think this is his name, Jennifer, but I'm being made aware of the name Peter. For some reason, Pete. Like Pete. Therefore, also I would associate around. So I know that you would know the name Pete somewhere associates with you in your family somewhere along the line. That's what I want to say to you. Your grandfather makes me aware of. I want to say to you. I also know him here because I'm getting the thing here regarding back to that voice app. There's something here about looking at maps, map reading. So, so if your grandfather was a bit curious about not looking at treasure maps, I'm just general maps. I want to say to you, okay. So something about maps, exploring, looking and doing. I want to say to you, okay. And I feel here again. Obviously, it's like a curiosity that you have regarding the ghost hunting, the spirit side of life and all those aspects. There's a lot of history, I want to say to you, not just where you went for your ghost hunting. There's a lot of history in your family, and this is what I feel. I want to say to you here. I feel very strongly again your grandfather is trying to talk to you, is trying to connect with you, because I also feel here with this, it's like the history that your grandfather is impressing to me that is in your family. And what about history going, like history, I want to go back, I want to say, there's a lot of interesting history in your family. And I don't know if anyone in your family has done your family tree, because it's actually taken back here. I'm going to go back to like 1700s and something. I'm just going back in time where he's telling me. So a lot of history that's here. And it feels here also of your grandfather. So I don't know again if you're doing some delving in some digging into sort of family stories, because I just feel here there's some truths. And it's not truths about people that's here now, truths from the past, which is making me aware of, I want to say to you, okay? And I actually feel, again, what I feel, it feels quite an exciting time. And this is more I will say to you about because it's like I feel he feels very excited. I feel excited. I don't even know you or him. It feels like, because I know you're delving and you're digging and you're delving and you're digging. And it feels really curious, all right, from him. And this is where I'm being shown maps and artifacts of history is what I'm being shown, okay, with him. Because I also, again, will go as far as to say, I feel there's something, I don't say buried treasure, there's something, there is something for you to unearth in a nice way. It just feels curious. It feels fascinating. And I know it feels like I would say to you, he was there, he is still there, and he has got a lot to show you, I want to say to you. So I know if you're going to go back and sit with him, sit with him, just feels here, do a lot of digging, keep digging, because you're going to keep digging. It feels fun though, Jennifer. It doesn't feel, I'm not seeing anything like, I'm not seeing those skeletons in the cupboard, metaphorically that is. It just feels here, dig deep, because it just feels here, there's, the word I want to give you is buried treasure. I don't feel though it's buried treasure like I'm looking at the crown jewels. It's not that, but it's like buried treasure. There's something that's buried, and it feels fun to find it, I want to say to you. And I'm being, I don't know where you live, where you come from, but I'm very much, what I'm being shown, this could just be metaphorically what I'm being shown. I'm being shown the Tower of London is what I'm being shown. So I don't know if it's something, I'll just give you that. Do your research, do your looking up, because for some reason I am looking, and again, I'm going to go as far as to say to you, there could be something in that family lineage that there's the royal connection for you, which feels fun. So let me come back and let me know how you get on. I'd be curious to know. Are you in Suffolk? All right, because I live in Suffolk. Okay, do your research. Okay, I don't know where you live. I just feel I'm just looking at the Tower of London. So I don't know, something's going to, something. It could just be how I'm being shown it, my interpretation. Because I also know I will say to you, Jennifer, there is something. You've got lots of history there. There's something around a coat of arms in your family as well. All right. So lots. It does. Fascinating. Was a nanny for a princess. Fascinating. There's lots. Keep digging, Jennifer, because you've got lots of fun things to find out. I feel. All right. Pleasure to have worked with you, I want to say to you, okay? So come back at a later date and unearth what you've found and let us all know. It'd be great to hear. Right, so just see here who I'm drawn to next. To see here. So just shuffle my cards here, so just bear in mind. So let's see here. Your dog, Tia. Okie dokie. I'm going to come to Julie Briers. Okay. Hi there. Yes, it sounds interesting. It's probably going to take a lot of time up, Jennifer, but it sounds very intriguing. Right. So I'm looking here at Julie Briers here. And your dog, Tia, is very grumpy and sleeps a lot. She is 12. Okie dokie. So it's come to Tia. Tia, right, Tia. Now, first of all, I want to say to you, I always, whenever I work with animals, I just sort of tap into the essence of the animal, and I use their name, and I use your name as well, and to connect with the three of us, have a conversation here with Tia. And I feel here now again, 12. Let me feel here. She does feel. I'm going to give you, Julie, what I feel. And again, I'm not a vet, and I don't diagnose anything of animals. It's not. We're not allowed to. It's illegal for us to do this. But I would suggest, because I just feel here, she does feel a bit grumpy. She does feel a bit, doesn't feel herself. All right. So I just feel here she doesn't. I know in herself she doesn't quite feel herself. And all the things I want to say to you is, I don't feel it would harm you to have a blood test done for her. All right. So just feel here what I feel. Not picking up anything sinister or anything like that. But I just feel her. She feels under par, under the weather, I want to say to herself. So I'm not going over, I'm going maybe up to like the fire, but underactive or something here. But I just feel here, so I'm just looking at if you can, and if you're insured, it wouldn't hurt to have a little blood test done for her, because I don't feel it's her normal. Oh, she's got diabetes. Oh, well, thank you for validating that for me, because Julie, this is where I feel the issue is, I want to say to you, okay? So I don't know if you're, again, and I know with diabetes, we have to have these sugar levels, we have to have them monitored, make sure they're okay. This is where I feel I want to be going with her. So maybe you just need to like recheck the sugar levels. I'm looking at her food. The food feels fine. I want to say to her, I know a diet feels, you feel consistent with a diet. Medication feels to be fairly consistent as well, and I feel it to be fine. But that's why maybe levels need to be adjusted. I want to say to you, Julie, I'm not saying it's nothing sinister, but that's where I feel I'm picking up on her a little bit like that in herself. And even, I mean, most dogs love to go out for their walks. Let's face it, I've got 9, they're all chomping at the bit to get out the door. But she even feels like I've lost a bit of enthusiasm for that at the moment. She's like, I'm like, I can't be asked, can't be bothered, what she's saying to me. Okay, I just really not sure if I want to be going. And I feel she needs a bit of coaxing, like, sometimes your coaxers do something, because once she does it, she feels better. Once she's done it, I want to say to her, she hates it. And that's fine. I mean, I can feel that. She's an older dog, she's slowing up. I actually can feel it. But I feel once you take her out, she's probably okay once you got her out. It's just the thought of going out, I want to say to you. I actually feel, and I actually going to go as far as to say, if you can, she feels it just a little bit. I would just get checked out again. Just say to the vet, our level's okay. It's all I'm picking up on, Julie. And I don't say you go up it or down the medication, because I don't know, the ins and outs of diabetes with an animal. But that's how I'm feeling with her. I want to say to you, okay. Another thing, what I'm picking up on her, I would say to you, again, her eyesight is not what it was. All right. Again, animals, just like us, as we get older, their eyes, things deteriorate. So I know I'm looking at her eyes, they feel to be not to be, her vision doesn't feel to be quite so good as it was. Now, I don't know if I'm picking up here on like a cloudiness that comes in around her eyesight. I'm sort of seeing that, but I feel here potentially could be also why she feels to be, is she struggling to adjust? We put the lights on, turn like, she's struggling to adjust between the changes of the light. When we've got the light bulbs on, that aspect, I want to say, okay. So a little bit here, the eyesight is not what it was. I will be honest here. I don't feel she needs a vet for her eyesight. I just think it's old age coming on. What I feel potentially she could have the start of cataracts at the back of her. She could have that there. But what I would do is, if she's got a checkup coming up fairly soon, just get him to check her blood levels, because that's what I feel she needs. Okay, Julie, but I'm not picking up, for her age, she's just, and also with us, she's making me aware of, I know as the weather gets better, she don't mind going out quite so much. So all I'm going to say, she's spoiled. She's spoiled, as is mine. But she's lover. All right, she's a good girl. She's telling me she's a good girl. So that's the only thing I'll say to you, Julie, what I'm picking up on her. So I hope that helps you. Okay. So don't we let me see now who I'm just going to have a quick sip of my water. Let's see who I'm drawn to next. Right, I'm coming to Christina Matthews. Hi there, Christina. I don't recognise you. I don't think I've seen you on when I've been on this hour before. You may have done. If I have seen you before, then I'm sorry if not recognising your name, but I don't recognise. I think it's the first time I've actually come to you, Christina. And you're asking me about your brother, if he is okay in the spirit side of life. I want to say, okay. So let's see. Now let's call him to come with us. I want to say, okay. And as he does start to come through for you, the feeling I want to say to you, when people cross the spirit side of life, they are cared for, they are nurtured, they are looked after up there, they are loved. I want to say to you, okay. You can the feeling that I am loved, I'm cared for. And I know here, as I look at you, Christina, I know like it's your brother, and obviously you're his sister here, but I know here it gives like, it just showed me here looking at you with admiration. I want to say to him, a lot of love that comes through from him. And I don't know what I'm feeling with him. I don't know if you're the older one, but what he's showing me himself looking up towards you. So I know here that's the admiration that he has for you. He's looking up towards you. He's saying to me, okay. And it's like that reassurance when he was down here that everything's okay when it's down here. I want to say to you now. And again, I know with him here, it's like he's showing me over there. He is okay. I'm like, I'm later risk. I am okay. Is what he's saying to me over there. I know there feels to be. I'm asking who is there with him. Is what he's saying to me. Okay. And I know as he comes through here, there's a. I don't think it's your father, but there's a man that does come through, steps forward with him to help him and support him. I say. Up there now again here what he's showing me, I feel when your brother is here, it feels to be I just enjoying life. I want to say okay, it feels like being enjoying life, and it feels like for him that my life was over just too quickly. Oh, you're the younger sister, but I know he looks up to you. All right, just so I'm seeing, and it's not a case of looking up. I know the person that you are, that he looks up to. I want to say to you, okay, is what he's giving me, this aspect around you. And I also feel here with him, I know what I can hear you talking to him, and I can hear you talking with him as well. I want to say to you, okay. So I feel he's more like after, I know, like now you talk, because it's like, I know you're talking, this is a conversation that's taken place after he has passed to spirit, what he's making me aware, okay. So I can hear your voice, I can hear you speaking to me, and so I know he's making me aware that you do send these thoughts up there to him. There also feels, I want to say to you, from him, there's like prayers that you, invocations, words that you said for him as well, and that he is okay. It's making me aware at times, I mean, and all, you know, he's young, but that crazy aspect that comes, I want to be like, you know, just crazy, just doing things, just being like full of energy, is what he's saying to me, okay, as he's giving that feeling of being crazy. And keep meditating, keep talking to him, because I know, no, he can hear you. You know, he does. I know here, because I know the conversation that you're having with him after he has passed. I want to say to you, okay, so it's not the ones you've had before, it's the ones that you're having now. So you're sitting there meditation, and I know he's what he's making me feel, and it feels very clearly, I want to say to you, that he speaks back to you, okay. So very clear, and it feels that the words are coming in very clearly for you. I also know what he's showing me here, so I know when you go to sleep, I want to say to you, he is showing you, he's showing you images. I know you're having images, like, I don't want to say the word flashbacks, they're not flashbacks, but you're seeing images of you and him. It's almost like, you know, like a cine film that's going through your eyes here, where you can see the two of you playing together, he's telling me, which is lovely, playing together. And I just feel here, there's something here like like a bit of torment, is what he's saying to me. I just like, just being you being around, and also he's showing me here, like his friends gathering. I'm going to say, his friends gather, and like they don't want you in the room, as brothers don't. Do you know what I mean? When you, he's showing me that with fun. I want to say to you, and if he could do, you know, if he could more than anything in this whole wide world, he'd love to have you literally there in the room, knocking on his door. Can I come in? Can I come in? Can I come in? Is what he's saying to me. All right. He loves you all very, very much. I want to say to you, okay. And I don't want to say here, you know, I know that longing, that yearning to be together, just to be together. What he's saying to me, okay. I also know for you, Christina, he's leaving you little bits of symbology. I want to say to you, okay. And the symbology, what he's showing me, I'm seeing with him here, there feels to be, you've found a couple of very small white feathers. I know them not to be, they've been they're not wet, they're dry, they're just small white feathers he's showing me. And it's like he's leading a little path there to let you know that he's around you. There also feels, and I guess again here, I don't know if he told you something, and it's not about his passing, but it feels like you've shared a secret. All right, because it feels like it's making me feel that you are the holder of the secret. Something you shared together, some words you've shared, and you're the holder of that. And I feel he's indebted to that. I want to say, so I know there's stuff that you and him have shared and spoken about, and you have kept it. Is what's making me feel. I want to say to you, okay, you've kept that promise. And again here, he still feels. I want to say to him, call him. He's telling me, call him, because when you call him and talk with him, he's there. And I don't know, again, also what he's showing me, I don't know if you've done this or thinking about doing this, he's showing me you sitting down with a pen and paper. So again, if it's like, I know you're meditating and you can hear those words from him, but I know a pen and paper will empower you more, because it's almost like he can be writing, don't worry about your grammar, he'll be writing those words through you on pen and paper, is what he's showing me. I'm very sorry, obviously you've lost your brother. He is okay, I want to say to you, okay. And he feels, I want to say to you, I know I'm looking at, he's just showing me here his send off. I want to say to you, I know he had a beautiful farewell, a beautiful send off. It's sad, but a beautiful send off that is making me aware. And your brother, for some reason, I don't know if what he's showing me is color. All right. So I know your brother to be someone who likes color. So I don't know if this was like a funeral service where we're asked to wear colour, but he is giving me colour, and colour feels very important, I want to say, to around your brother. And because again is someone you know, who rejoices in the beauty, the vibration of colour around me, is what he's showing me, okay. And he feels, I want to say to you, like he feels like a ray of sunshine, I have to say to you, from the other side of life here. So he's had his troubles, but he's showing me here, you wore pink, oh bless him. He's just showing me the colour. All right, we wore pink. I can just see colour, and colour, I want to say to you, is a big, your brother don't like black. don't like dark colours. He likes colour, and it feels very important. I want to say to you that colour that he's showing me. All right, lots of love. I want to say to you from him, and you know you've got many years to go down here yet, but I know it's like you'll be together. Time, you know, this I know he's there waiting when the time a long time ago. No, he don't like black. He's just telling me he likes colour, and the more colour you can have, the more he likes it. Which feels lovely. I want to say to you, okay. But I know I don't know if again. There's that male that's up there with him, and it feels more like I don't know if it's a grandfather or an uncle. It was more that type of family member that comes here through for him with him. Okay, and I'll leave his love with you. And again, I'm sorry for your loss. That is the end of my hour. I'd like to say thank you for all of you that's come on here this afternoon to watch the live. I will be back next week, same time, 5 p.m. GMT UK until 6 p.m. And sorry I didn't get to all of you, but there'll be other mediums on. I know there's someone tonight, Larkin. I think it's 9 p.m. UK. So you want to pop back later, and then you can. Hopefully get a message at that point. I want to say to you, okay, as you come on later. And throughout the week, there are various mediums that come on Veronica Jenkins' page. So again, pop back at another time. And I hope it helped you, Christian, you know, to know that he's okay up there. And he's very much aware of what takes place down here. In the spirit, you know, from the spirit side of life, they do know what takes place down here. They see our lives from down here. Enjoy your evening, everybody. And again, I'll be back next week, and thank you for joining me. Take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.